Hey, this is Mr. Hansen. In this unit, one of the big ideas is going to be able to use algebraic properties to manipulate things to have them be the way you want them to help you out. So here we have an equation. It says 5 plus 2 times the quantity x plus 3 equals 17. And our goal is to get x alone, and we're going to discuss the algebraic properties we use to get down to this answer right here of knowing that x equals 3. So let's take a look at this from step 1 to step 2. That right here, what is going on right there? You notice the 5 stayed the same and the 17's the same. It looks like here we're doubling the x plus 3. We're 2x plus 6. That's the distributive property. So I'm just going to write distributive property here. Now there are other ways to solve this equation. This is just the way I did it. Let's take a look from step 2 to step 3. 5 plus 2x plus 6 equals 17. Now we've got 2x plus 5 plus 6 equals 17. Notice we did the old switcheroo with the 5 and the 2x. We changed their order, so we can call that the commutative property. The commutative property and works with both addition and multiplication. It doesn't matter which order you multiply things in or which you add them in. So you can move things around a little bit. The next one is called, well, let's see what's going on here. We just put parentheses around the 5 plus 6, meaning we want to deal with that first instead of the 2x plus 5. And the reason why we wanted to associate 5 with 6 is because they can be combined. So this is called the associative property. If you have a number in the middle, you can associate that number with the number or expression on the left or the number or expression on the right. Okay, moving ahead, we've got 2x plus 11 equals 17. From here, we just added those two numbers together. So really we're just simplifying by addition. You could say we're combining like terms if you wanted to. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. So we're down to here, 2x plus 11 minus 11 equals 17 minus 11. This is the first time we've done something to both sides of the equation, and our goal really is to get 0 out of this 11 here. So we subtract 11 on the left side, subtract it on the right side, and you keep a bit of a balance. And so this is called the subtraction property of equality. We're just taking away the same thing from both sides of the equation. If you're adding the same thing to both sides of the equation, it would be an addition property of equality. If you're multiplying both sides of an equation by the same thing, it would be a multiplicative property of equality, and then you have the division property of equality as well. Just think of this as kind of a teeter-totter. You just sort of have to keep a balance between both sides. So what you do to the left side, you have to do to the right side. Okay, next one, 11 minus 11. What we were trying to set up here is 0, and we call that the additive inverse. When you add a number and its opposite together, you get 0, and that's kind of a big deal in simplifying these equations. So I'm going to write additive inverse because that kind of gives us a 0 right there. I'm going to put plus 0. So additive inverse. And then over on the right side, we're just simplifying, so 17 minus 11 gives you 6. Okay, let's take a look at the next part. We've kind of simplified it down to 2x equals 6. So we're going to divide by 2 on both sides because we know 2 divided by 2 gives us 1x. We're taking half of 2x, we get 1x. We divide by 2 on both sides. That's called the division property of equality. And then finally, when we divide by 2 on both sides, you get this 2 over 2 here. Or you could say 2 times 1 over 2, either way. But what's happening here is, this is called the multiplicative inverse. When you multiply something by its inverse, they cancel out. So the multiplicative inverse leaves us with just 1x there, 1x, and then 6 divided by 2 is 3, so multiplicative inverse. Okay, there. I tried to use an equation that gave you a lot of properties, so you can see how we kind of use those. I will give you a list of properties to memorize or be really familiar with, and some practice problems with this kind of thing here. This is going to help you get ready for justifying your reasoning with geometry problems here down the road in a day or two. Thanks again. Have a good day.